And welcome back to part 4 of What If Bardock Went to King Kai's. Last time on the Dragon Ball Z What If, the gang had gathered the Dragon Balls with Tien... excuse me, my voice is crapping out there for a second. With Tien, Yamcha, and Chaozu finally arriving on Namek, Goku and Piccolo, especially after getting their power levels boosted thanks to their inner potential along with Gohan and Krillin, they completely one-shot the Ginyu Force, including Captain Ginyu. Captain Ginyu gave him a little trouble with the body switch, but they were able to finagle Goku back into his body and Ginyu back into his own body. Vegeta did not get a... Now, two things that got brought up, and both of them are actually legitimate questions. Couldn't Vegeta just kill the Ginyu Force still, even though his power level is only 30,000? He should, because he killed them in there originally. Well, he didn't get a Zenkai boost, so he can't just one-shot them like he did originally. And even though they're all knocked out and unprotected, Goku's not going to let that happen. It's like, you might ask, well, he did in the original, yeah, but that is because, A, he wasn't expecting it, and B, his power wasn't anywhere near as great, and C, there's also Piccolo, Gohan, and Krillin there. And freaking Tien and Yamcha and Chaozu. Chaozu's the weakest at 10,000, but Yamcha's even with Vegeta at this point, and Tien easily can outmatch him. So, even if he does, I will say this. Vegeta might like go and kill Raccoon if he can, because we don't have an official power level on Bardock, Raccoon, and Jace. We actually don't. We know it would take about a total of roughly 16,000 to beat the combined total of the Ginyu Force, which means that Raccoon, Jace, and Bardock are easily and we know that Vegeta is around 30,000, and Raccoon bitch smacked him around, just completely messed him up. Despite all the attacking Vegeta did. So we know then that Raccoon is probably somewhere in the low 40,000s. Bardock and Jace are probably somewhere in close to about 50-some-odd thousand. Which would make sense that if 60,000 is the total that you would need to have to beat them combined, that's how you would easily just overtake them. Anyway. So, that's the one thing. But then someone brought up, and admittedly, it's actually a fair question. Why didn't Goku just use the instant transmission to, get where he needed to go? And that's a fair question, admittedly. But you have to remember that instant transmission, you still need to focus on where you're going. Train with it long enough, you can just kind of do it instinctually. But you still need to focus on your point. Goku didn't know where Namek was. He could have maybe tried to sense out for Frieza's energy, but this is early stages Goku where he has not trained to be able to sense energy that far away. Even with Dragon Ball Super Goku, he couldn't sense Earth from Beerus' place. Gohan had to just rage out his power level just to be able to sense where he was. So, and even so, even if he still doesn't know where Guru is, so he doesn't know how to sense that. So there's that. That's answering that. So anyway, we catch up with the gang. Everyone now, we have the Dragon Balls. Vegeta's there. And it's like, well, what are you planning to do with them? Because maybe he does actually kill Raccoon, and then, Goku just gives it. You're not killing anyone else, Vegeta. They're harmless. They can't do anything. Oh, you're too soft, Kakarot. You're not killing them, understood? Well, what are we going to do with them, Goku? It's like, just keep an eye on them for now. They're knocked out. They can't hurt anyone. Piccolo, nothing else. Piccolo, you and Piccolo, you guys and Piccolo can keep them in check. Which, admittedly, that just means Tien and Piccolo. And even then, if our guess is right that their power levels are closer to somewhere in the 50,000 range, Tien won't be able to do a great deal, but he'll still be able to do something. Plus, Yamcha's no slouch either, admittedly. Him and Vegeta are the same, but that doesn't mean they still can't help out a little bit. But Piccolo can keep them in check. We got the Dragon Balls. So we now gotta deal with Frieza. You don't understand, Kakarot. This is Frieza. You still don't know his true power. You're right. I don't. And King Kai, what do you think we should do? It's like, what? Who are you talking to? And is Dad just figuring out where Goku there, and he's kind of measuring up Goku to where Frieza is and where he knows Frieza's power might roughly be. keep in mind, Goku still isn't at the full reach of his potential release yet. He's probably somewhere because he's barely done any fighting. So while it's gradual, it's still not excessively quick. Because he just hasn't been able to flex his potential yet. Whereas Piccolo was able to do a bit more of that. Goku did a little bit, admittedly. And honestly, you could make the argument with Ginyu taking his body that may have, increased the process a little bit. But I imagine Goku right now is around 10 million, which, Kai is, weighing the odds. It would be difficult still, Goku, especially if he went to his full power. But I do believe you could defeat Frieza. And roughly speaking, your power matches your father's at the moment. It's like, really? Awesome. Well, then, I guess that leaves us only one thing. We gotta find this guy. And luckily, he can sense Frieza's ki, no problem. And he just Piccolo, look after him. I'm gonna handle this. It's like, you sure about that, Goku? This guy's no joke. No, I got this. And then, Frieza's just waiting for Dragons. Go getting immortality. Hey, and then just chink, and just, hey there. Hello, and you are. I'm Goku. Some people call me Kakarot. Kakarot, that's a Saiyan name. Oh, you're the Saiyan that Vegeta lost to. Oh, pleasure to meet you. Tell me, since you're here, have you met a couple of compatriots of mine known as the Ginyus? They've been tasked with giving me Dragon Balls, and they are taking a little bit of time. Yeah, we had a bit of a scuffle. Didn't really end well for them. I see. Should that imply to me that you have all 7 Dragon Balls, then? We might. Oh, would you be so kind, then, as to lead me to them? I don't think I can do that. I feared as not. Fortunately, I have ways of finding the people. And so if you'll just be so kind as to step aside, I'll be on my way. I can't do that here. Oh, you Saiyans really are annoying. And, he just gets out of his chair. Very well, then. I suppose we'll have to make short work of this. Though, I must admit, was it a combined effort of you and your friends, or was it only you who took down the Ginyus? It's like, it was a bit of a combined effort, though I'd be lying if I say I didn't do the majority of the work. You must have quite the power. It must be quite strong to be able to beat Ginyu, of all people. You're second only to me. I'm told you're pretty strong. Oh, I don't mean to boast, except I totally do. I am Lord Frieza, destroyer of worlds, purveyor of sacred wines, and collector, a businessman, an emperor. I'm not letting you hurt. I've been told a lot of what you've done. Now, this should know, because Goku has been made aware of who Frieza is, because of Bardock and King Kai and all that, and what he has done. Like, he's responsible for the genocide of billions, if not trillions, of people. Goku is like, nah, this is one of those times where it's like, as much as, giving people second chances, his thing mostly, he's like, no, Dad told me what happened. No, I'm taking this guy down. But I still want to test him out a little bit. So let us begin, shall we? It's like, it just got checked. I guess you're not as strong as you think. You bastard! And he just starts, throwing energy blasts at him. Goku's just standing there, Broly style, taking it, just boom, boom, boom. If you know so much about me, then you probably know this isn't even my full power. That's what I'm hoping for. Fine then. Now let's see if you like this. Goku just immediately causes him to just go through his transformations, because he still says, Goku, you can't let him get to his full power. I know, King Kai, but darn it, if he's as strong as you say, I do want the chance. And finally transforms into his final form, his true form, with a power level roughly around 3 million, as we know, because him and Goku were pretty much even. Here we are, my final form. So, what do you think? And the original Frieza voice. So, what do you think, Saiyan? What would you do against my power? I remember that voice, and it's that was like the nostalgia voice for me. I have grown accustomed to this voice though. It does kind of lend itself a bit more to Frieza's like form and style and design, the slightly effeminate, arrogant voice. Very well. So you want to try me now, saying? And the Goku's like, all right, now I can at least see a little bit of what you're throwing at me. You, and then Goku and him clash. Now Goku though has still been climbing now in power a little bit because he's now actually testing out his power, flexing it a little bit. He's now probably hovering around to 15 million, which is much greater than Frieza's meager percentage right now. And he again starts beating the hell out of him. He's like, I'll show you what true power is. 50% should take care of you. And then Goku Frieza says like, okay, maybe that's not so good after all. And then all of a sudden, Frieza just blasted back. Now Goku's like, he's only at 50%, but I can't. But Dad's right. Dad and King Kai are right. I can't take this. Let him get away with this anymore. And then he comes in for the 60-minute. Goodbye, monkey. Kaioken times 10. And because we know at this point he can handle a Kaioken times 10, he boosts all the way to basically his Super Saiyan transformation numbers at 150. He just, what? Kame, and then just, he's not letting go. He actually does, he basically holding his fist, and then just forms the Kamehameha in his fist once, and Frieza's like, basically he's forming and basically incinerating his fist. Just boom. Just, then like his head's there, but everything else, like he's barely holding on by a little thread of body, and it's just gone. Just a big circle. Just you bastard. It just falls down dead. Just boom. Like there's no organ, no heart, no lungs, no nothing. Just and everything and Piccolo and Vegeta all go. And the Ginyus who are now awake at this point go, did he just kill old Frieza? It's like, yeah. And it just, it's like, it sucks. Not thanks to Lord Guru, I have so much power. It's really hard to find really good sparring partners. It's going to be hard to find sparring partners. But I'm sure Piccolo will be able to train up a little bit. In fact, maybe I can get Tien, Yamcha, and Chaozu over to Guru so he can waste their potential. Thinking about it, and all the Frieza Force guys are just like, do you guys want do you guys want to try to defend your boss? Like, no, we're good. And they fly off. So they fly over there. He flies out. Well, looks like it's all well and done. It's like, what? You killed Lord Frieza. How? It's like, well, we fought and I won. I don't believe it. We should probably get these Dragon Balls to Guru. And Vegeta's just like, I can't fuck with these guys. Like, these guys now, Kakarot alone is truly beyond me. Because at this point now, with all that fight, his power's at his full reveal, 25 million. Vegeta still didn't get any Zenkais at all, so he's only at the 30 grand. And so they fly off with the Dragon Balls. It's like, you guys can do what you want. Yeah, we're no longer, Frieza's gone. We're no longer enemies. We don't have to be enemies anymore, so do what you will. And that begs the question for Gilberto and Jason. What did they do? It's like, with the Ginyu Force, right? It's like, are we? I mean, Captain Ginyu, Goldo, or Coom, they're all dead. Good point, mate. I mean, this is weird. We could always, there's the other option. We could and probably should report to King Cold. It's like, good point. There's no telling what he'd do if he found out. It's better you learn it from us than at least find out and understand like dogs. So they go off and let King Cold know. Meanwhile, Vegeta's just kind of sitting there. It's like, what the hell am I supposed? Vegeta does not know what to do. And as they're all kind of getting the balls ready and heading out, Goku's like, well, you coming along with us or not, Vegeta? It's like, why should I? Our alliance is only until Frieza was killed and you killed him. There's no reason for me to be pulling around with you for a lot anymore. Well, suit yourself. But it'd be a waste. I mean, it's hard to find good rivals. And Vegeta kind of like, goes finds his pod and just decides to fly off and figure out exactly what he's going to do with his life. Um, ultimately, what he decides to do is actually tail along with Vegeta. And Vegeta, basically, he's playing sides at the moment. It's like, I can't beat Kakarot. I don't even know if King Cold could beat Kakarot. And he thinks, perhaps he couldn't. And, he meets up with it. Butter, Jace, I'm going with you. I was like, what? Why should we let you come with us? We might not be able to beat that other Saiyan, but we can still beat yours. No, I've realized my mistake, and I want to help get revenge on behalf of Frieza. Frieza. You just want to help keep yourself safe. Well, it has its perks, doesn't it? We're already down Raccoon and Gildo, and Captain Ginyu. We'll need new members. It's true, and in the Space Attitude, he's still pretty strong. All right, come on. Excellent. And so Vegeta goes off with Bardock and Jace. Meanwhile, they bring the Dragon Balls back to Guru and explain everything. And, it's like, forgive me. You have done well. I appreciate everything you've done for our world. Yeah, no problem. Here are the Dragon Balls. How can we pray? Well, I mean, you did so great. You did a great job releasing our potential. Could you mind doing that for our friends too? Is it the least I could do? Come to me, children. And, he does it for Chaozu, for Yamcha, for Tien. Now, that means Chaozu, guys, that puts him all the way up to 80,000. That puts him stronger than Krillin right now. Thanks to that gravity chamber. Now, we do know that in the original, the Namekian ship that came in on was destroyed. Here, I don't think that's the case. Chaozu's potential is weird because we know Chaozu's not really a martial artist so much as he just got psychic abilities. I mean, he knows martial arts, obviously, but that's not where his powers lied. I would say Chaozu's overall power would probably be double that, so like 160. But Yamcha obviously doubles all the way to, or octuples all the way to 240. Yamcha's probably gonna cap out though at about 1 million. Then Tien is gonna end up, again using base math, 32. Tien, because he's actually part alien, the tri-demon alien species, he probably has more potential than say someone like Krillin. Krillin's the strongest human because of that. The creators have said Krillin's the strongest human, but that's because he's the only guy's potential unlocked. Tien actually probably very well outclasses him when you all break it down in terms of actual skill and straight power if everything had been equal. So Tien's probably going to cap out more around like say the 5 million marker. And says it'll be some time for your true powers settle as it did for you, Goku. Thank you very much. Well, we gotta get back. I gotta wait for our Dragon Balls to reset so I can wish back Mom and Dad. And maybe interesting. Hey, how we deciding? What did we decide about Raditz? And it's like, oh yeah, that reminds me, honey. It's like, come here, young man. It's like, Mom. Oh hey, Raditz. It's like, so it's like, I apologize for working for Frieza and trying to take over the planet and kidnapping your son and getting you killed. Okay, well, we're good. Seriously? Yeah, you apologize. It's all good. So I guess we'll be bringing back Raditz then. Well, what? And then, Denny said, well, why not use our Dragon Balls? It's the least we could do. It's like, well, I mean, we were really just wanting to keep them out of Frieza's hands. We didn't, and with Vegeta's hands, we didn't really, we have our own Dragon Balls. Please, like I said, it is the least we could do for protecting our planet. But we need to, and just thinking, well, we could do that, but I mean, what about bringing back your people? Unfortunately, that would be very difficult. And he just explains how my time is drawing near, and the amount of time it would take to bring back everyone would just not work, because the Namekian Dragon Balls can only bring one person back at a time. I can do it multiple times, but that is a limitation the Namekian Dragon Balls have over the Earth Dragon Balls, whereas the Earth Dragon Balls can bring back any number of people only one time. Although that might have changed, I don't know for certain. I don't think that changed. We know though that because Dende became the new Guardian, you can bring other people back. people who have died before, like what happened with Piccolo, for example, because Piccolo got brought back. Now, Piccolo got brought back with the Namekian Dragon Balls. My bad. So, as far as we know, you still only get brought back once, but you can bring back multiple people. And they explained that, it's like, oh man, that sucks. Wait, what if we use the Earth? Well, what if we use the Earth Dragon Balls to bring back everyone on Namek? They have a limitation of around a year. I do believe there's like a year limitation or something like that. You can't necessarily bring back whatever. I know, well, maybe not, because they were planning. I don't remember the actual limitations of the Earth Dragon Balls in that regard, but still, well, all right then. So we'll bring back Raditz. So all three wishes they used to bring back Bardock, Gine, and Raditz, which then leads them to basically just appear because Bardock knows instant transmission, and it's like I may have not gotten that last blow on that bastard, but you certainly did, son. Good job. You did your old man proud. Yeah, thanks, Dad. That means a lot. It's like, Mom, my boy. It's like, our family. We can be a family. I can't wait to meet your wife and this is my grandson. Hey, you're sure a little shrimp guy, but most Saiyans are when they start out. You're gonna grow up no time. It's like, hi. Go once and go over wild. It's like, oh God, family reunions. It's like, ugh. Oh, I appreciate you bringing back our people. But to make sure the Dragon Balls live on, a new heir must be someone must take over my place. And now, I was considering doing Nail for this, because he could just transfer the power over to Mori later on. But it actually makes more sense to do it with Dende, because Dende ended up becoming the Guardian anyway. So, Dende, my child, come here. And he first unlocks his potential, but then he's like, just passes on. The Dragon Balls are now a part of you. Guard them well, my child. And, he passes naturally, ultimately. And they're there, and they give their respects to this man, this giant fat slug who helped him. So ultimately, and Nail's like, I'll stay here and guard Dende. Guard Dende. And as I did with Guru. Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck. Take care of the kid. To you as well, brother. And so they head back to Earth. Everyone heads back to Earth. Now, if they wanted to, they could probably sense, Bardock says he can basically sense Earth out. So really, they don't even need the ship, but they have the ship. So, he's like, anyone who wants a ride, come on now. It's like, oh, well, and Goku's like, I'm actually going to take a little time in there. Well, you guys said you had a gravity chamber in there, right? Like, yeah, I want to try some of that out. And I'm going to go with that, too. And, Piccolo. So basically, they're reversing it. The humans, Bulma, everyone just want the quick out. Like, all right, hold on. And then is a transmission. Whereas everyone who came to Namek in the Namekian ship that didn't have a training protocol are going in the gravity chamber ship, the Capsule Corp ship, to try out the gravity chamber. And when they get back, Goku won't. See, at this point, Goku isn't going to be able to climb as high of heights, at least with the gravity chamber. But they're able to actually get quite a bit of a buff thanks to that. Goku, I still think, has gotten a little stronger, around 30 million even now. Piccolo, though, got a big boost because we only had him at about 100,000. Between training with Krillin, Goku, Gohan, at least 100 times gravity, which they pretty much all could handle at this point. And probably even pushing it harder because we know it could go farther. Piccolo is easily probably sitting at nice and pretty at because we look at Goku, he got a 10 times multiplier on his own. But Piccolo's training at higher gravity levels most likely. With others, Piccolo's easily at Goku Namek Saga levels, 3 million, roughly speaking. Gohan is probably a little higher than that, around 4 million, because he's got the Saiyan nature hybrid, and he was a little stronger than Piccolo anyway. And Krillin's probably sitting right around 1 million. So Krillin has been able to climb back up the ranks and be able to at least match Yamcha. But until then, they get back to Earth, and all's well that ends well. Or is it? Where sinister cold is creeping in on Earth. And the next part of Dragon Ball Z, What If? Join us next time. Copyright. Thanks for watching. That is where we're ending part 4. Sorry, we're on part 4. Part 4 of when Bardock went to King Kai's. Bardock, Gine, and Raditz are all there. now, and Rad's got to learn to live a little bit more peacefully. Bardock is there, and he's going to be showing his son some new tricks. He's going to be showing off a couple new tricks. And we got King Cold and Android showing up in the next part. So keep your eyes out for that, folks. Until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. And hit that bell if you want to be notified. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you folks later.